Barakatah Yahweh.
Barakatah Yahweh.
Barakatah Yahweh Shai.
Barakatah Yahweh Shai.
All praises to Yahweh. Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Ba'ashem Rakakadash. Double honor and praises to the apostle elders of GMS that taught us the truth. And peace and blessings to the Akim that has their life daily, pushing the truth with sincerity. And to the Aqua lives and learning, Shalom.
Shalom.
And we're going in on teaching the whole road, not piece of the road, the whole road, whole entire road. That's what we do in GMS. We teach the whole road. We don't back down from any of the any of the whole road from this thing. But we have people that's in Israelites of Israel that don't teach going to the whole road. They don't teach the controversial sayings. So we teach the whole road. And let's get it right now. This is Revelation 10 and 8. And I heard a voice which I heard from heaven spoke unto me and said, Go and take the little book which is open in the hand of the angel which stand upon the sea and upon the earth. And I went to the angel and said unto him, Give me the little book. And he said unto me, Take it and eat it up, and it shall make thy belly bitter, and it shall be in thy mouth sweet as honey. And this truth, when you first hear it, is sweet. It's sweet. It's some of the sweetest words you ever heard. When you find out you're not a so-called Negro, Latino, or Native American, you are Israelite. You one of the sons of the power. But it soon turn around and become bitter. Once you realize that you just kept on being wicked. The reason why we in this condition that we in, because we kept transgressing the law, statutes, commandments of the Most High, and the Most High have been punishing us. And this is our part of our punishment right now, being right here in the Americas, being of the low stature of all the nations of the world right now. But brother, you want to say something? Okay, kind.
I'll chime in.
Okay, kind. And I took the little book out of the angel's hand and ate it up, and it was in my mouth sweet as honey. And as soon as I had eaten it, in my belly it was bitter. And he said unto me, Thou must prophesy again before many people, nations, and tongues, and kings. And this is the angel talking to John the Revelator. This is another reincarnation verse. Oh, go ahead.
And it's dealing with the honey aspect.
Kind.
You know, Proverbs 24th chapter, verse 13. It says, My son, eat thou honey, all right, because it is good, and eat the honeycomb which is sweet to thy taste. So shall the knowledge of wisdom be unto thy soul when thou hast found it. All right, then there shall be a reward, and thy expectation shall not be cut off. So that's how this truth was when we first tasted it. You know, it was good to our taste. You know, when we woke up to the fact that we were Israelites, that we woke up to the fact that we're Yahweh's chosen people, that we woke up and were allowed to know, all right, Yahweh Shai, all right, and that Yahweh Shai made a hell of a sacrifice for us so that we can be brought back into the good graces of Yahweh. All right, that the kingdom of heaven is for us. You know, that the day is going to come when we're going to be taken out of this shithole, all right, and brought to the kingdom of heaven. All right, when we woke up to, you know, who Esau truly was, you know, and the judgment that's going to come unto him, you know, but then it becomes bitter, you know, because now you have to wait, you know, pretty much for that. You have to suffer, all right, and you go through many different things. You know, it becomes bitter because now you understand that it's not just going to happen, you know, right away. You know? So as the Ak was mentioning, you know, there's sweet things in the scriptures, but then there's bitter things as well. You know, that's the, point that he's trying to make. And when it comes down to the sweet things and when it comes down to the bitter things, we teach, you know, both of them. You know, we don't favor one over the other. You know, when it comes down to teaching the whole role, all right, then you have to not only teach the whole role, but you have to consume and eat the whole role as well. All right, you can't just pick and choose which parts you want to digest. And Yahweh Shai said, for Lord, come in the volume of the book is written of me. You know, so you have to deal with the Old Testament. You have to deal with the New Testament. You have to deal with the good things in the scriptures. You have to deal with the bad things in the scriptures as well. And you can't pick and choose which parts you want to omit. All right, you have certain leaders that are trying to omit the mark of the beast. All right, they're trying to omit the time of Jacob's trouble. Those are bitter things within the scriptures that you have to digest as well. Those things are coming. Those things are going to happen. You can't just close your eyes and just imagine them away. All right, you can't just say that they're not going to happen and then they don't happen. That's not how this thing works.
That's right.
And Yahweh Shai said that not one jot or one tittle shall fail. All right, so nothing is going to fail until the kingdom of heaven is established. Everything has to happen according to its appointed time.
Okay.
So initially, you know, when you first wake up to this truth and you find out about it, it's a sweet thing. You know, it's a joyous thing. You want to tell everybody. All right, you tell your parents, you tell your mother. You know, you tell your father, you know, if he's in your life. All right, you tell your relatives, you tell your friends, you tell your co-workers. But then you receive a backlash for telling people about this truth. You know? And many of them being Israelites, if they just hearken to it, then it will be beneficial. All right, because these things this is the doctrine of salvation that you want them to get so that they can be saved as well. But then when you start to get that backlash and they start to treat you like the enemy and they cast you out from their presence, you know, even though it doesn't feel good, but it's a blessing. You know, when you go into, what is that, the book of,
I have a piece up for you.
This is the book of Luke, the 6th chapter, in verse 22. It says, blessed are ye when men shall hate you, and when they shall separate you from their company, and shall reproach you and cast out your name as evil. For the Son of Man's sake, rejoice ye in that day, and leap for joy, for behold, your reward is great in heaven, for in like manner did their fathers unto the prophets. You know, so we are those prophets coming back. So when it comes down to the point where you're cast out from Israelites that don't know they're Israelites, but then you're also cast out from amongst the company of Israelites that know that they're Israelites. Why? Because they're not able to accept and digest the whole role. So you may say certain things that are offensive to them to the point where they no longer want to be in your company, and they look at you as an enemy. And the scripture says they make an offender, a man an offender for a word. But what you're saying is the truth, even though it's bitter, even though it hurts, even though it's not sweet. See, our people want to hear sweet things. That's the reason why they say prophesying to me smooth things. Prophesying to me smooth things. Everything isn't gonna be smooth, man. You know, some things that you try to digest is gonna be like strong liquor. You know, it's gonna be like strong liquor. You know, which it burns going down. You know, and when it hits your stomach, you drink too much of it, you're gonna become intoxicated. Shit, even honey. If you eat too much honey, the scriptures say eat as much honey as is sufficient unto thee. You know? But if you eat too much honey, you can vomit that up. Let me grab that as well, because I believe that's in Proverbs 25th chapter. This is Proverbs 25:16. Hast thou found honey? Eat so much as is sufficient for thee, lest thou be filled therewith and vomit it. Jumping down to verse 27. It is not good to eat much honey, so for men to search their own glory is not glory. You know, so eat as much honey as is good for you, because even eating too much honey can make you vomit. All right, you gotta eat as much of this truth as you can. Because if you try to eat too much, the scriptures say pride puffeth up. You know, knowledge puffeth up. You know, so you eat enough as is sufficient for you, as much as you can digest without coming to the point of wanting to vomit it back up. You know, and you got guys that get to that point where you know, they begin to eat the honey, and then after eating the honey, they get puffed up. You know, they get puffed up with pride, and they end up falling out.
Go ahead.
You got it.
Okay, this is Ezekiel 3 and 1. Moreover, he said unto me, Son of man, eat that thou foundest, eat the roll, go and speak unto the house of Israel. So when you learn this thing, you supposed to not just just learn it. You got to go and speak. You know, you just can't grab this thing and just hide it up under your bed. Hey, you got to speak this thing. You got to bring it out. You know, so I opened up my mouth and
I got a precept for that.
Okay, kind.
Yeah, because Yahushua gave a parable on that. You know, concerning
the talents.
No.
Okay, kind.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Because Yahushua said, occupy until I come.
Yeah, that's a good one. The book of Luke, the 8th chapter, and going down to the 16th verse. No man, when he have lighteth a candle, covereth with a vessel, or putteth it under a bed, but setteth it on the candlestick, that they which enter in may see the light. For nothing is secret that shall not be made manifest, neither anything hid that shall not be made known and come abroad. So this truth is the treasure of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. You know, and the scripture says that it's good to reveal, you know, the
secrets.
Yeah, the secret of exactly
of the king. Matter of fact, and Yahushua said, "Well, I speak unto you in darkness. You supposed to speak in the light."
You want me to grab that?
Reveal
the secrets of a king.
That's Tobit 12.
Yeah, Tobit 12 and 7, and verse 11 as well. All right, it says, "It is good to keep close." Tobit 12 and 7. "It is good to keep close the secret of a king, but it is honorable to reveal the works of Yahweh. Do that which is good, and no evil shall touch you." Verse 11. "Surely I will keep close nothing for you, for I said it was good to keep close the secret of a king, but that it was honorable to reveal the works of Yahweh." You know, so that's what you're supposed to do when it comes down to the word of the Lord. You're not supposed to take this light of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai and hide it under a bed. But you put this light somewhere where all that come in may see it. You know, you're supposed to let the light of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai be seen. You're not supposed to, you know, shut that light off from being seen, and that's what the majority of a lot of people do. You know, but I gave the parable where Yahushua said not to hide the talent. So basically, you're supposed to do the work. Use your talent that was given to you to go out and trade and bartering, and by trading and bartering, you're helping the Lord to gather His elect by way of using His word as a means of bartering with. All right, and in exchange, you help to gather the souls of one of the elect members.
And this is what we out here for. We out here for the elect and the 1/3. Hey man, we don't care about you 2/3 or the wicked or the heathens. But hey, we are prophets unto the nations. But hey, we out here mainly to gather up the elect, for the supper. But hey, but until then, hey, we gotta occupy until He come. And while we doing that, hey, we gotta preach. We gotta preach the whole roll. And so I opened up my mouth, and He caused me to eat that roll. And He said unto me, Son of man, cause thy belly to eat and fill thy balls with this roll that I give thee. And then I did eat it, and it was in my mouth as honey for sweetness. And He said unto me, Son of man, go get thee unto the house of Israel and speak my words unto them. Hey, we ain't supposed to keep this thing bottled up. We supposed to speak this words unto the house of Israel. You know, whether they hear or forbear, hey, we supposed to speak it. You know, for thou art not sent unto a people of a strange language, but of a hard language, but of the house of Israel. But not as many people of a strange speech of a hard language, those words thou cannot surely understand. Surely I sent thee to them, that they should have hearkened unto thee. But the house of Israel will not hearken unto thee, for they will not hearken unto me, for all the house of Israel are impudent and hard-headed. And the Most High even warned them that they wouldn't even listen. But but we still supposed to speak it. We don't speak. The Most High can make stones speak. If we don't go out and speak this truth, He will make stones speak this truth. You know, you got scripture?
You want to grab that Revelations, and we can wrap up after that one.
Revelations 10, and I think I've read it already. But I'll read it again. This is Revelations 10 and 8. And the voice which I heard from heaven spoke unto me again, saying, Go and take the little book which is open in the hand of the king, which standeth upon the sea and upon the earth. And I went to the angel and said unto him, Give me the little book. And he said unto me, Take it and eat it up, and it shall make thy belly bitter, but it shall be in thy mouth sweet as honey. And I took the little book and out of the angel's hand and ate it up, and it was in my mouth sweet as honey. And soon as I had eaten it, it was in my belly bitter. And he said unto me, Thou must prophesy again before many people, nations, and tongues and kings. And John the Revelator right now, if you receive it, he's on the earth right now, speaking right now. He bringing out the truth right now. This is a reincarnation scripture, the last one. He's out here on the highways and hedges preaching this word. He took the whole road. He's not holding back none of this road. He's not trying to suit your feelings or your the Most High is not a respecter of feelings. He's going to tell you the whole matter of the whole truth. So, with that said, all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the Apostle Elders of GMS that taught this truth. And peace and blessings to the Akim that has their life daily, pushing this truth. Shalom. And to the Aquas Listen Learning, Shalom, Kwambakiam.
Shalom.